Alright, let's dive into the buzzing world of Chinese entertainment, where fans are always on the lookout for the latest scoop about their favorite stars. Today, we're tackling a question that's been swirling around the internet. Is Shen Yu the new ambassador alongside Dylan Wang? The two, best known for their sizzling on-screen chemistry in Meteor Garden 2018, have sparked endless curiosity about their professional and personal lives. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore this topic together, piecing together the clues like detectives in a C-drama. First, let's set the stage. Shen Yu and Dylan Wang are no strangers to the spotlight. Their roles as Dong Shankai and Dao Mingxi in Meteor Garden made them household names across Asia and beyond. The drama, a remake of the iconic Taiwanese series based on the Japanese manga Boys Over Flowers, was a cultural phenomenon, and their electric chemistry had fans shipping them both on and off the screen. But beyond their acting, both stars have become major players in the world of brand endorsements, representing everything from fashion to skincare to beverages. So, when whispers started about Shen Yu possibly joining Dylan Wang as a brand ambassador, the internet lit up with speculation. Could this be a new chapter for the beloved Meteor Garden duo? Let's investigate. Dylan Wang, born December 20th, 1998, in Chengdu, Sichuan, has built an impressive portfolio of endorsements since his breakout role. As of July 2025, he's a powerhouse in the ambassador game, representing major brands like Louis Vuitton, Gullin, Pepsi, Gatorade, Fenty Beauty, and Hennessy, to name a few. He's also the face of domestic brands like AutoNavi, Peacebird, Step, and Ely Group's Sampomiel and Chocolates. His charm, chiseled features, and massive social media following, over 30 million on Weibo, make him a natural choice for brands looking to capture the youth market. But what about Shen Yu? Has she stepped into the ambassador spotlight alongside him? Or is this just another fan-fueled rumor? Shen Yu, born February 27, 1997, in Wugang, Hunan, is equally a force to be reckoned with. Since Meteor Garden, she starred in hits like A Love So Beautiful and Mr. Bad, earning a loyal fanbase for her relatable charm and emotional depth. Like Dylan, she's no stranger to endorsements, having worked with brands in fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. But the question on everyone's mind is whether she's teamed up with Dylan for a specific brand campaign. The idea of these two collaborating again, whether in a drama or a commercial, sends fans into a frenzy, and for good reason. Their Meteor Garden days prove they're a marketing dream team capable of turning heads and boosting sales. So, where did this ambassador buzz come from? Let's rewind to September 2023, when a YouTube video titled Shen Yu is getting ready for her new drama project. Dylan Wang as youth ambassador dropped some tantalizing hints. The video, posted by a fan channel, mentioned Dylan's role as a youth ambassador for an event and hinted at Shen Yu's involvement in upcoming projects, but it didn't explicitly confirm a joint ambassadorship. Still, fans took it and ran, speculating that the two might be uniting for a brand deal. After all, their history of joint appearances, like promotional events for Meteor Garden, makes the idea plausible. But here's where it gets tricky. There's no concrete evidence from 2023 to 2025 confirming Shen Yu as a new ambassador alongside Dylan for any specific brand. Let's dig deeper. Dylan's ambassador roles are well documented. Since 2019, he's endorsed brands like Thai snack Tao Kei Noi, Philippine clothing brand Bench, and a slew of Chinese and international companies. By 2022, he was the China spokesperson for SAIC, Volkswagen, New Theru, G-Shock, Anchor, Colgate, Sabin, Pizza Hut, Oreo, and Estee Lauder Skincare, later adding Maybelline, Guerlain, and Udea to his global portfolio. His role as Louis Vuitton's house ambassador is particularly high-profile, cementing his status as a fashion icon. Shen Yu, meanwhile, has her own endorsement history, though it's less extensive in the public record. She's worked with beauty and fashion brands, often leveraging her girl next door appeal to connect with fans. But a joint campaign? That's where the trail goes cold. Could the rumors stem from their past collaborations? Back in 2022, a website called FanHub reported that Shen Yu and Dylan were in talks to star in a rom-com drama based on the webtoon Fall Into Our Passion. While this wasn't about ambassadorship, it fueled hopes of a reunion, which could have sparked crossover speculation into their endorsement work. Fans love imagining them together, whether it's acting or posing for a glossy ad campaign. The Meteor Garden effect is strong. When you see two people with that kind of chemistry, it's easy to assume brands would want to capitalize on it. Imagine them sipping Pepsi together in a sleek commercial or modeling matching Louis Vuitton outfits. The internet would explode. But let's not get carried away. To figure this out, we need to look at the brands Dylan is tied to and whether Shen Yu fits the bill. Take Louis Vuitton, for example. Dylan's role as house ambassador involves high-fashion campaigns, runway appearances, and exclusive events. Shen Yu, while stylish, hasn't been linked to luxury fashion at the same level. Her endorsements lean more toward accessible brands that align with her youthful, approachable image. A joint campaign for something like Pepsi or Gatorade seems more likely, given their shared appeal to younger audiences. Yet, as of July 2025, no press releases, social media posts, or credible news outlets have confirmed Shen Yu joining Dylan for any of his current brand deals. What about their social media? Fans are eagle-eyed, scouring Weibo and Instagram for clues. Dylan and Shen Yu both have active online presences, with millions of followers hanging on their every post. They've occasionally shared throwback Meteor Garden content or liked each other's posts, which keeps the Shen Dylan fandom alive. But there's no recent evidence of them teasing a joint brand project. If they were ambassadors together, you'd expect some coordinated posts, maybe a cryptic photo of them holding the same product or attending the same brand event. So far, nada. Their interactions seem limited to friendly nods to their past work, not a current collaboration. Now, let's consider the fan angle. The Shen Dylan fandom is a force of nature, creating fan edits, hashtags, and even fictional scenarios where the two are not just ambassadors, but married. More on that wild rumor later. This enthusiasm can sometimes blur the line between wishful thinking and reality. A 2023 YouTube video might have mentioned Dylan as a youth ambassador for an event like the Le Tour de France Skoda Shanghai Criterium, where he represented a brand in 2018. Fans could have misheard or exaggerated Shen Yu's involvement, turning a vague mention into a full-blown ambassador rumor. It's like a game of telephone. One comment spirals into a narrative that spreads across Weibo and X. Speaking of rumors, we can't ignore the elephant in the room, the speculation about their personal relationship. Since Meteor Garden, fans have obsessed over whether Shen Yu and Dylan are dating, engaged, or even married. A 2025 article from SealDrama.com claimed they tied the knot in a private Hainan ceremony, complete with handwritten vows and a tearful exchange. Sounds romantic, right? But hold up, a fact-checking site, trutherfake.com, debunked this, citing a lack of official confirmation and contradictory reports, like one from Lee Daily stating Dylan is single. Another source mentioned Dylan's alleged breakup with a non-celebrity girlfriend, Liu Yi, in 2024, with no mention of Shen Yu as a romantic partner. The marriage rumor seems to be just that, a rumor fueled by fans' love for their on-screen romance. Why does this matter? Well, if Shen Yu and Dylan were romantically linked, it might make a joint ambassadorship more likely. Brands love real-life couples for campaigns. Think power duos like David and Victoria Beckham. But with no confirmed relationship, the ambassador rumor rests solely on their professional appeal. And here's where it gets interesting. Even without a romantic connection, their Meteor Garden legacy makes them a marketable pair. Brands know fans would lose it over a Shen Yu Dylan Wang ad, whether it's for skincare, snacks, or sportswear. So, while there's no evidence of Shen Yu being a new ambassador with Dylan, the idea isn't far-fetched. Let's play detective a bit longer. Could this rumor be about a future project? Maybe a brand is eyeing them for a 2026 campaign, and leaks are stirring the pot. Dylan's upcoming projects, like the sci-fi film Per Aspera ad Astra and the Xianxia drama Live Long and Prosper, show he's a hot commodity. Shen Yu, meanwhile, recently wrapped a romance series from a major streaming platform. If a brand like Pepsi or Golan wanted to make a splash, signing both stars would be a genius move. But until we see an official announcement, say, a Weibo post from the brand or a red carpet appearance together, we're left with speculation. What do you think? Should we keep our eyes peeled for a joint campaign? Or is this just fans hoping for a Meteor Garden reunion? If you're a Shen Dylan fan, you might be tempted to check their Weibo pages for hints. Maybe drop a comment on their latest posts asking, hey, any brand collabs coming up? Just kidding, let's not spam them. But seriously, the lack of solid evidence suggests Shen Yu isn't currently a new ambassador alongside Dylan Wang. That said, their star power and shared history make it a possibility worth watching. To wrap this up, the Shen Yu Dylan Wang ambassador rumor seems to be more fan wish than reality, at least for now. Their Meteor Garden chemistry keeps fans dreaming of collaborations, whether on screen or in ads. Dylan's stacked endorsement list proves he's a brand magnet, and Shen Yu's charm makes her a strong candidate for similar roles. But until a brand drops a shiny new campaign featuring both, we'll have to settle for rewatching Meteor Garden and imagining them sipping Gatorade together. Got a theory about this? Or maybe you've spotted a clue I missed. Let's keep the conversation going, share your thoughts, and maybe we'll crack this case together.